from retirement, he never imagined that he'd be a starter again, much less on a championship caliber team that he calls the best that he's ever played on by far. But that's where he is 2 days after his 34th birthday, and actually the age is wearing well on him. He's demonstrated that he's not the highlight reel guard anymore, known as white chocolate. He's actually so solid, GM Otis Smith said, we don't need to go out and get another point guard while Jameer Nelson is out. Mike?
He's thrilled to be back playing in the league at 34 years old. Vince Carter, first shot of the night, knocks it down.
Referee size as well as they referee perimeter play. That being said, he's got to find a way, like on that play right there, to keep Kendrick Perkins off the board.
Just saw there, Howard says Perkins is the toughest guy in terms of defending him in the entire league. Said that after the playoff series last year as Rashard Lewis in his third game back after the suspension.
Good help by Dwight Howard.
Howard throws it down over Perkins. Yeah, that's why he leads the league in field goal percentage with Williams. Williams, in his day, loves to push. Petrus, open three. That's good. They shoot more threes than any team in the NBA. Rebound. And you made the point about Carter at the top and his lack of assists. He's always been an unselfish player despite high scoring. That's a pretty play there. Yeah, we talked about Boston and their defense, maybe the best. As Williams gets to the bucket, banks it in. Doc Rivers going to want a timeout.
Team with this issue. In fact, it probably had a lot more to do with just Dwight and Stan.
All right, Ripkus Perkins throws it down. I also like Stan's comment. He says, you know, my negativity maybe was draining the enthusiasm, but I'll never be Little Mary Sunshine.
Well, one of the reasons that they're as good as they are is because he is the
13-2 run right now for the Magic. Pierce can't connect. Rasheed Wallace the board. Boston ice cold. This is the #1 shooting team in the NBA coming into the game. As Garnett finally gets it to go, they've been shooting 50% from the field. Still 9-3.
Well, they played a very easy schedule.
Whoa! Howard throws it out of bounds.
Good defense by Jason Williams, not fouling, knowing you've got the premier shot blocker in the game.
Magic up 11. 3 minutes left here in the first. It's Garnett now. Tries to pull the chair out from underneath him and does it. And a little stutter step and a travel for Howard. Here in the first, Rashard Lewis back in the lineup. Carter missed 4 games. Ryan Anderson missed 4. As we said, Lewis missed 10. Now Jameer Nelson out. Petrus off the dribble. Pretty shot from Michael Petrus.
About if Stan had asked you for some advice on how to handle this situation.
Well, the crew was thinking of having an intervention. Short jumper from Sheldon Williams.
So that triggered then the trade for Carter because obviously they needed offensive firepower with all that turkler as Rondo steals it.
And a nice back pass for Ray Allen. The NBA steals leader, Rajon Rondo. Allen. Right there, Rondo. Ready play from Rondo, and it's a 6-point game. All right, Rick Daniels, one of the key acquisitions because of his defense. This Garnett line drive shot to something of good offensive stars and good offensive firepower. Petrus kicks it out. Defense is the reason why they're amongst the best in the league. And they've had erratic performances defensively tonight and early in the season. Petrus knocks down the 3.
To me, he may not have that anymore. And can he accept something else?
Well, he's shown right now as Howard throws it down and a foul. The Celtics, as we look at the replay on this thunderous dunk from the big guy.
Without consciously even knowing you're in bad habits. And I think it's going to take a while for him to be an every possession player.
Jason Williams spots up, nails the 3.
How he came into the league to be grinding it out and getting on the floor for a loose ball. Good play.
He's the starting point guard on an NBA championship team as Carter throws in the high.
In your ability after playing that many minutes and also after being injured.
Oh, Pierce puts it in and a foul. Wallace, not shooting the ball well, has 9 boards off the bench. Ray Allen to the basket, goes right at Anthony Starr. 1 for 12 from downtown. Nice play from Daniels. Ahead to Allen. Allen goes to Petrus, puts it up, banks it in.
of himself as he needs to be if Orlando's going to be as great as they want to be.
When you play for a team with championship aspirations, you hope that changes. Pass inside. Wallace puts it up. Won't go. Tip with the left hand. Anderson against Scalabrini. Good defense from Scalabrini. Carter puts up a three. Throws it down. Vince Carter.
Off balance on that one. He was straight up and straight down. There's a big difference in that jump shot than in some of the jump shots he's been missing.
Wallace to the basket. Lays it in. He's a bad pass from Johnson. Another Magic turnover. 19 now. House spots up. That's a three. Bang! Carter drives. Off balance. Shot rolls off. No good. Tough rebound from Ray Allen. That's the 25th shot of the night. As Garnett gets a beautiful feed from Allen. Wallace. Pierce to the basket. Lays it in. 1-point game. Almost the entire game. As Carter misfires. Howard trying to keep it alive. Garnett tips it. Wallace comes away. 12 rebounds for Wallace. Pierce inside. Wallace. Tie game. Carter, and Carter does get it. Single coverage. Shot clock winding down. Carter spinning, falling away. Tough shot, he puts it in. Carter this time guarded by Ray Allen. Lewis on the drive against Garnett. Blocked by Garnett. His third rejection of the game.
Well, this is why this type of move right here, this is just great offense. To create that separation against someone of Paul Pierce's strength. He faces him up, he drives, he spins back, and hits a fadeaway. When you see Carter make the great plays like we've seen on occasion tonight, it's what frustrates you about his lackadaisical possession.
Catch and shoot, and do it in a hurry. Wallace, quick catch, fires up, off the rim, no good. Howard the rebound, and that'll do it. The Orlando Magic win their 4th in a row and get a terrific road win here in Boston. Much like they did in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals last year, as the Celtics now fall to 3-4 in their last 7 games. Vince Carter, huge 4th quarter, as Orlando wins it 83-78. Terrific performance from the Magic, and the fans here in Boston going home unhappy as they see the Celtics fall to 9-4 and 5-3 here at home. Remember last year they lost only 6 home games all season. Rasheed Wallace upset as the Celtics lose on their home floor. Let's check in with Rick Bucher with Vince Carter.
Vince, it's been a while since you've been playing in meaningful games like this. What's the difference? What does it feel like?
I live for it. I enjoy playing big games. I enjoy playing basketball, but this is what it's all about. The healthy competition, 2 great teams who are considered some of the best in the East, going at it to the end. I enjoy being a part of it.
Your teammate Rashard Lewis said this was a statement game. What did you guys say by this result?
Well, we really respect them, and we feel that they're one of the best, and they've proven it year after year since Kevin's gotten there. So we're trying to get there and consistently be considered the same and try to gain our respect, so why not do it against the best?
You had offense, but you also played defense. What are you proudest of in what you did in the 4th quarter?
Our defensive intensity, really stepping up. They made the run, tied the game, but we were able to get the stops when it really counted. So that's what matters.
Congratulations. Right, back to you guys.
Rick, their great defense from the Orlando Magic. They hold the Celtics to 34% shooting. That's the lowest field goal percentage for the team in the Big 3 era since Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett joined Paul Pierce. That's it from Boston. Terrific win for Orlando. Nuggets and Clippers are coming up next from the Staples Center with Kevin Calabro and Mark Jackson. For Jeff Van Gundy and Rick Bucher, this is Mike Green saying so long from Boston.